Hello everybody, this is the Introverted Comedian, and this is the fourth and last part of my third season in Medieval Dynasty. As previously mentioned, I am playing on the Valley map, and I am playing with the settings of 5 days per season in order to make sure that I have enough time to get lots of things done. During the last video, I managed to get some trading in Lesnica, right over here on the map. I got some ore from there. I was able to trade some of it back to the merchants and as bronze knives to get some additional funds so I can unlock more things, and I was also able to get myself some decent tools, as well as managed to discover that I can actually create iron swords once it comes to level 2 of the smithy. I was always under the impression that I can only create these at level 3 unlocked of the smithy. So this is the last day of the season. I only have one day to finish these two side quests, so I'm going for the rabbits, and for them I'm going to use wooden spears. Now, fortunately for me, where I have my village, there's also some rabbits nearby. I'm going to get rid of them. The best way to get rid of rabbits, and the reason why I'm going for the rabbits, is because, as you can see, even though they do require 5 kills, both of them only have the rabbit in common. I could go for the boars at the moment. They would be easy to kill, especially since they charge you, and I could actually get more resources from them, more meat and some leather instead of a little bit of fur from the bunnies. The main issue with this is the fact that I would need to hunt deer or rabbits for this one, and it's basically best to just have them both together. So again, always check your map when you want to go for something, and slowly go towards that destination when you want to go on a hunt, especially when it comes to rabbits, because they will easily get scared. Okay, so there we go, one of them over here. Now, there are a few ways of hunting rabbits. You can hunt them by throwing your spears, but I honestly advise against it. You can use a bow and arrow, but again, I do advise against it. The reason is because it's not worth it. It takes quite some mastery to aim it, and I honestly think it's a waste doing it that way. You can just chase them around, especially if you have enough stamina, and quickly finish them off. Like always, I forgot to bring in my stone knife or any knife in order to actually get the resources from them. Also, I forgot to get a boost when it comes to my stamina, but I should be able to quickly finish them off if I can see them, of course. This is one of the reasons why I don't actually like hunting in spring, summer, or during autumn, because there are many plants and you cannot see these little buggers, so it's quite harder to actually get to them. On the other hand, like I mentioned, it's quite easy to get them. You just need to spot them, run after them, and thrust your spear at them. Okay, so not sure if there are any left in the area. There should be. according to my map. But I do not actually see many. Oh, I do not actually see any. And this is a little bit annoying. Now, if I had a longbow, and that's something I'm waiting for to unlock, I don't have enough survival knowledge, then I would be able to easily get rid of them. Of the deer, and since they are much larger creatures, I could actually do this faster than with the rabbits. So I don't like this place where you hunt them. I'm going to go to a different location nearby. But first of all, I will get my boost when it comes to the stamina. Not only will I be able to travel faster there, but I will also be able to sprint longer after the rabbits. Okay, so the location where I wish to go is right over here, just south of Baranica. The reason why I'm going there is because the rabbits are usually in a much more open field. Going to do a quick check around here to see if any show up. Sometimes they do show up around here. But like I said, the fact that there's lots of plants usually makes them hard to see. So off to Baranica I go. Now, if you do know the map, it's easier to go through the water or through the forest sometimes. Of course, you can always just simply use the map without actually needing to know it. But in my case, I already had a few playthroughs, so I know exactly where I need to go. Now I'm just hoping there's enough rabbits in there. The reason why I want to finish this quickly is so I can actually go back to the people that gave me the quests and finish them. Okay, there we go, victim number 1 and number 2. Apparently victim number 1 didn't want to be killed. I don't have time to listen to him. Victim number 2 is running over here. Okay, there goes one of the spears. This is actually one of the reasons why I took the spears. I could have easily used the sword, but I honestly needed to make use of these spears as I'm not going to use them later on. Quickly check if there are still rabbits in the area, and as long as that mark is white instead of gray, there will be a few more. Okay, that was a plant and I mistook it for a rabbit. I just have poor eyesight, not sure which one. There we go. Okay. Let's see if I'm lucky enough to have at least one more in the area. Okay, there's one more, so that's perfect. I really hate the fact that the stone knives are getting broken so easily. Okay, so like I said, this hill makes it actually easier to spot them, but there's still quite a few plants, so it's not that they are not hidden in some ways. Still better than in the middle of the forest, to be fair. So if you do end up with a quest to hunt rabbits, this would be one of the best places if you have your camp nearby, or better said, your village nearby. Now, the area is quite wide. Basically, they are all around this place. It's not just over here in the middle. So sometimes even if they do show up on the map, you will need to finally track them. Later on, you can actually track animals with your inspection mode. Okay, so I'm just gonna skip dropping him off. Okay. So one of them is actually giving me a stone spear. Let's see. Okay, and he is nearby. So one of the reasons why I didn't waste time to get another stone knife and get the meat and the fur from that little guy was the fact that I am actually getting ready towards the end of the day to go back to the mine. Let's grab some water. So basically, as I've showed previously, on each last day of a season, I plan to go to this mine between Branica and Baranica and mine at least the metal deposits, so I can actually teleport at the end of the day back to my village, back to my house with both the stones and the metal, and sometimes if I have enough time to mine it with some salt. Okay, this actually gives me a good occasion to see if anyone from here is good at doing anything. I can also do a bit of flirting and get some diplomacy points.
How can I help you? See you around. Oh, it's
basically, I don't actually need any of them, and I don't even have enough space for women in my village. I only have space for one more man. Let's quickly see who was the next person who needed another animal hunted. Someone in Gostovia. Okay, so at this point I will need to fast travel. First of all, because it doesn't cost that much. Second of all, because I am trying to make it in time to the mine as much as possible. So these side quests, you can always sort them out from the beginning if you wish to just take care of them. It's only a couple of them at random in one of the villages popping up during each season. And one of the main reasons why I'm going after them is because they can sometimes give you experience in that certain level, so that certain topic, so to say, that certain skill. So basically now I was doing hunting. Usually they might also give you some experience when it comes to either the hunting skill or survival skill, or they might just give you the experience when it comes to technology for survival. And these are a little bit harder to level up, so I plan on getting them sorted out through quests as well. Sometimes you will also get building experience, and that's useful as well. After all, you do have a limited number of buildings that you can make. And let's see what exactly do I have in my inventory. Everything seems to be going in my chest at home. Well, nearly everything. Okay, have a quick look at how much meat I have and also deposit the last one. Okay, looks like I'm doing very well, and there's plenty of dried meat. Next season I can actually do some cooking, but I do need more meat, so I will need to do some hunting. Okay, so I will get myself 2 bronze pickaxes. I will, even though I still have the bonus active, it won't last through for the entire time, so I'm going to quickly get another bread sorted out, eat it, and then, as I mentioned before, I am heading back to the mine. Now, I was lucky after the first season because I was able to unlock the bronze tools. I wasn't lucky enough to unlock the iron tools, but then again, when it comes of unlocking the bronze tools, you just need 500 points of production technology. Meanwhile, getting the iron tools, you need 10 times that. So there we go. I just need to do some more production. So one of the main reasons why I'm actually going to the mine is because I can get a decent amount of ore that I can use towards improving those production points. And of course, I am getting a resource cheaply. Basically, I just need to craft 1 or 2 pickaxes, and I'm just using my time to mine it. Again, with the money I have right now and the fact that there are 2 places, Fornica and Lesnica, where you can actually buy that ore, you can also go with that. It's giving you plenty of experience, and at the same time it saves you from having to mine yourself. Later on, after you get more points when it comes to building things, you will actually be able to build a mine and send up to 6 people to mine in it. And unlike the excavation shed where they can only get copper for you, when it comes to the mine they can get any of the metals, including iron. Not to mention that when you are building the mine, you are actually unlocking more deposits. So, as previously mentioned, the mine that you actually can easily go through on this map is located over here, just between Baranica and Branica. Unlike the other mines, there's no bears or wolves guarding it. So that's one of the major reasons why I try to have my village close to it. So again, the best option to go at it is to mine the metals first. If you're here in your first season and you don't have the bronze technology, just grab the stone pickaxes and get yourself some copper deposits mined. Also, you might not have the carrying capacity, so it's not that useful to do it like I'm doing it now. But basically the principle is like this: you find a place just like I found this one, and in this place you actually leave anything else that you don't need. You just keep your pickaxe, and you also use it as a temporary storage space for stone, tin, and copper. If you want to see better, you can bring in a torch, but you can actually see quite well. It only looks like fog in here, whether it's daytime or nighttime. You can also use the inspection mode. It doesn't actually show you what type of nodes these are. You still need to get next to them to see exactly what you're mining. Now, when it comes to the stone pickaxe, you need 7 swings. Of course, in my case, it's a lot easier with the one that I'm using, the bronze one. Also, I did manage to unlock technology for pouch and simple backpack, as well as getting the mule perk. I'm still working on getting the 3rd level unlocked, but I am now able to carry a lot more than I was able to carry when I first got here, so it's a lot faster for me to finish this job. Still, it's best to come here somewhere towards the end of the day, as you have until midnight to actually drain it out of resources. So there's not so many deposits, unfortunately, but you can still get over 100 copper ore and over 60, maybe even 70 on a good run of tin, as well as around 200, between 200 and 300 pieces of stone. Now, these can also be improved, just like the carrying capacity. These can be improved. 1 second, I dropped my shirt over there. These can be improved once you skill up, as you can get the careful miner unlocked as well. But it's just giving you some additional chances. It's not actually giving you the materials immediately. So again, my aim is to go straight for the metal nodes, for tin and for copper. Once I finish with them, if there's any time left, I am going for the salt. Main goal, just like always, and I do love this hack for this, especially early in the game, is to have myself a very large quantity of both stone and metal transported to my village without needing a mount or needing many or needing a high carrying capacity. Of course, if you already have a well-established village with plenty of excavation sheds, you might not need that stone. So in that case, if you have a mount, you can also come at any time. You don't have to wait for the last day of the season, and you can just come in here, get everything in your inventory and in the mount's inventory, and you can just quickly go back to your camp, or better said village. But until all of that, this is the fastest way to get this back. So again, if you're using inspection mode, it doesn't actually show you what type of deposit you will be mining, but it does make it easier to see where exactly they are. Now, when it comes to these, I've also had to unlock, you'll need to unlock the survival sense as well, and then you'll need this, the full focus, where inspection mode does not consume stamina. Well, basically you just need the full focus, you don't necessarily need the other one, as consuming that stamina will actually make it harder for you to make these trips back to the central place where I'm leaving my ore and stones, as well as going back to the nodes and mining the nodes. Again, a major help is coming from the fact that I've unlocked the kitchen level 2, which allows me to bake the bread and get that 60% less stamina consumption bonus. So it looks like I'm doing very well. Time of the day is actually a bit early, so I might be able to mine everything in it. Depending on the time of the day and the tool that you're using, it might take longer. Of course, like I mentioned earlier, in time you are able to unlock a mine once you get 5,000 building technology points, which, as you can see, it's quite hard to get compared to other technologies. Of course, survival I didn't actually do much, but still it is harder to get that building technology, especially with a limit on your buildings. And once you get the mine sorted out, it will open up some additional galleries, and you will be able to mine more of these two metals, and the stone and salt, as well as mine some iron. Okay, my pickaxe seems to have quite a bad durability at the moment, so I will grab another one just to be sure. Okay, so there's only salt left in there. This was quite a fast run over here. So when it comes to these two metals, the mines are very useful. If you do need iron though, this method is not very efficient, the one that I'm doing now, because there's not that much iron once you construct the mine. It's only just a small part, and basically most of the iron ore that you can get is from the merchants, either in Lesnica or in Hornica. Still, it is a nice-ish amount that you can get of tin and copper that you can then use to craft some bronze bars and some bronze knives and make yourself a few thousand coins. If you're just aiming for the iron, once you unlock it, then it's enough for you to come here with your mount. You'll quickly get everything mined. You can keep part of it in your inventory. You can get yourself a saddle and some saddlebags for your mount, and basically on just a few hours of mining, of gameplay of course, not real hours, you can actually grab all the iron in a mine. Okay, so like I said, you are getting around 100, between 100 115 copper ore. Salt, I'm not sure exactly how much you can get. Tin, I was very unlucky this time, I only got 60, and 254 stone so far, but there are a few more salt nodes, so I will get some additional stone from it. So for the moment the salt is not very useful for me. It's actually not useful at all. Later on, if I'm not mistaken, once you unlock the hunting lodge at level 2, you will be able to preserve meat. Or I'm not sure exactly when, but you will be able to preserve meat at some point by using the salt. So basically, whatever the hunters are getting, or you are getting as a hunter, you can use salt in a hunting lodge and turn that meat into salted meat. It also works on fish meat, and it makes it last a lot longer. So basically you don't end up having to hunt quite so often. You won't need many hunting lodges. Okay, not very happy. I actually finished too fast. Again, it's very easy with the pickaxes. Just leave them in here, and even if you're even if you're actually building a mine in here, you will still be able to find your pickaxes over here. So basically, if I don't have iron pickaxes by the end of my 4th season, I would be able to just come back here and use these two in order to mine everything. Okay, so it's not very early, but it's not very late. See if I can actually pick some resources from outside. Don't actually need these, but I can get myself some sticks from over here. Again, this method is very good because it will actually take you back with all of the resources that you're gathering, no matter how overloaded you are. Sticks in this game are honestly one of the resources that you need most of the time, even towards the end game, especially if you want to get some stick fences. Okay, I found some additional salt. There were some barrels over here. They've been there from the last season. Okay, always keep an eye on your timing. I'm going to quickly sprint back to make it in time for midnight. Again, inspection will show you exactly where everything is. Oh, I cannot believe that I actually forgot one of these. Okay, quickly pick everything up. Okay, I actually made a mistake there. Drop your pickaxe. And that's it. Once again, I did manage to get myself overloaded with lots of resources. And now I just need to wait for a little bit and get teleported back to my house. So basically, considering the weight that I can carry, this is nearly 7 trips. It would have taken me 7 trips to actually get everything all together. So if I wanted to carry everything from here to my village over here, it would have basically taken longer than a day. And probably longer than a day, as in 24 hours within the game. As always, perfect timing. As you can see, the cycle of seasons is always there. You will notice that you have... Oh, okay. So, okay, from time to time, if you choose from the beginning to get some events, you will get these. And as you can see, it does give you quite a few choices. Not honestly sure which one to go with at this point. So basically, I think if you choose the first one, giving them a decent burial and letting the herald know, your villagers might not be so happy. If you ask the villagers to loot the bodies and bring something valuable, again, it might not be very good because you are demanding something not so nice from them. And at the same time, you are trying to get your hands clean, so you don't have probably marked down on your dynasty reputation. You can also pay the villagers for the discretion and loot the bodies yourself, and no one will ever know. I'm honestly unsure on which one to go with. I'm trying to get some brownie points later on with the Herald, but I haven't met him yet. So I'll just go with this one. And okay. Ooh, nice. My pigs decided to have babies. So that's very nice. Okay, so let's see if it was actually worth it. So basically, I paid my villagers 500 coins, and when I'm selling one of these, will probably be around 500 coins. So that means that I'm selling four of them. One of the helmets will make up for the losses, and the other three are basically profit. I'm not honestly very proud that I'm doing that, but end of the day, it does help me financially. And like I mentioned so many times, every piece of technology in here costs, even if you need a sitting stump or some fence, or you need a privy, even though it's just decorative, or you just need a barrel, again, just decorative, or anything like this. They do cost quite a lot. Some of them later on will cost even more. As you can see, if you want to build a bridge, it will cost you 6,000 coins to actually unlock the technology, and it's not actually helping that much. Um, yeah, so basically this is the end of the third season. As you can see, it's already winter outside. And this is the last video in the third season of my Medieval Dynasty gameplay. Once again, by using the mine hack, or at least that's what I like to call it, I was able to get some copper ore, over 100. I was able to get some salt, stone, nearly 300, and some tin, as well as some sticks this time, because I had some extra time. Fortunately, due to the event at the end of the season or start of the new season, I was also able to make a not so bad decision and get myself some bronze helmets. So I paid 500 coins, but I will make probably 2,000. So it's still a 1,500 profit. I was also able to increase my village in size. I've got more houses right now. I've got more resource generating buildings. As you can see, I do not have much to do during the winter when it comes to the herbalist quest. Your herbalist can only go for poison arrows, or anything that has to do with doing the potions or dyes, or arrows or bolts. There's no plants during the winter outside. They did manage to collect probably a decent amount. And autumn, I do need to instruct them later on, or basically I will do it now so I don't forget again. As soon as as soon as spring comes, you can actually get some things collected. In my case, I'm going for broadleaf plantain and dandelions, and this is because I can actually create some healing potions with them. Okay, so I'll go 50-50 for the spring. Okay, then you can also get these in the summer, but I want some deadly nightshade as well. The reason why I want the deadly nightshade is because I want to get myself poison, and that poison will actually help me get some the poison will help me craft some arrows, some poisoned arrows, and basically those are the best you can have in this game when you're going hunting. Okay, so once again I will go with similar percentages for those two, and like this for this one. Okay, I have the mushrooms and the plantain. Okay, so far I have managed to build quite a decent village, like I said, with a few extraction buildings. I only have one hunting lodge. I don't actually need that much because I'm pretty decent at having enough food. As you can see, I already have plenty of food compared to the demand that I have. Later on, once I get my more houses, I can actually get more hunting lodges, or simply wait until I can get hunting lodge at level 2, and then I can assign 4 hunters, making things a lot easier. So basically this was, like I said, the fourth and last part of my third season, although I am beginning the fourth as well. And if you found anything that's helpful, or if you have any other way of doing things, please leave a comment in order to make sure that all of us have the best tips in order to progress through the game, no matter if we're playing for the first time, the 10th time, the 20th time, and so on. Have a good time, and bye bye.